You are listening to the Changing Lanes podcast, your inside track to the world of racing and the lifestyle that we live to the fullest. Huge shout out to our sponsors, STR Boatworks, Southwest Florida's ultimate Mercury racing dealer, and STR Exact Brackets, the name you trust in adjustable high-performance brackets.
And welcome back.
Been quite a while, huh?
Man, it's only been like, I don't know, 7 months or something, 6
It
months.
feels like a year.
It does. But we've had nothing going around. I don't know why we haven't done anything.
I know. I've just been sitting around.
Just sitting around, hanging out, killing time. Ian's behind the camera as usual, but we have some technical difficulties with his headset, so we can't hear his beautiful voice, and that's fine. I can see his beautiful face. You guys can't.
But I will say it's been so cool hearing how many people have been requesting that we start up again and get going.
Oh, everybody's like, when are you doing another podcast?
All the time.
And
it's
then,
cool.
then I get the obligatory, is Willy going to be on? And I'm like, yes, Willy
You
will
created
be
a
on.
monster when you called him.
Oh Jesus, he's we'll do a Willy segment for sure. But man, we've had a really awesome year since the last time. So the last time we recorded was right after Cocoa Beach's first race. It was kind of a disaster for the STR, but it wasn't really a disaster. It just wasn't where we needed to be yet. But we had made it. That was the main thing there. We just made it to the race. You guys got a win with 151, which was a huge deal.
Yep.
And then the rest of the season played out. You guys ended up winning the national championship, correct? In 151?
Yeah,
Or
we
the
won
world?
overall high points and we won worlds, whatever they considered with that organization.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a really successful year. I think we won everything we set out to win. We thought about big picture the whole time and we kept ourselves to it. And it was cool.
Yep. And then at the end of the year, you got another seat. You're in the pink boat with the Bermudans.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. Those guys are really awesome. Everybody that's part of that camp has been nothing but love with, sharing with each other. So it's been a really, really cool experience so far and looking forward to taking it to the next step. And I think we're going to be a contender, a heavy hitter for next year, just from the equipment that we have to driving in the cockpit. So
I mean, you got a solid second place boat. I agree with you.
oh, I said contender.
I was right on that one too. We were at the first FMO run this year. I think it was right before Key West, and we sent a video. I did a video, and I told your guys, I was like, "You guys got an awesome throttle, man. Unfortunately, it'll be good enough for second or something like that."
Yeah.
And you did, and you got second, which was awesome. And we obviously won Key West, but it was really cool to
That was
see.
a picture perfect weekend.
No, it was
For the
great.
family.
It was awesome. And then, so that was obviously great for you moving forward. We got some big plans this year in 2026 in Superstock, which we won't totally reveal yet, but it's kind of going in the right direction. So we're working hard towards that. We got a short amount of time because the first race is coming up. And then on the STR side, as far as the powerboats side goes, it's been a heck of a year. We went from being nowhere mate.
Literally with a boat that we weren't sure anything we were going to do with.
It's been so crazy, man. So like I thought about it because it's New Year and the end of the year, and you look at your old pictures and you want to do, like a little wrap up or whatever. And a year ago at this time, sitting in this room with STR powerboats, I had a boat that didn't frickin' work or turn, which me and Ian went out and proved when he went and crashed it on me in the river. And
Yeah, he crashed it.
a month from now, February of last year. But a boat didn't work, like 100% didn't work. It was fast, but didn't turn and couldn't win races with it. And then on top of that, I had just signed with Victory after almost killing myself in a Formula One boat and didn't know what the future held really, but I just knew I wanted to come back and win races and compete for a fourth world championship. And we sit here a year later, and it's amazing what the company has accomplished, what the teams have accomplished, and where we've gotten to.
I think collectively, just the three of us in this room that I could say right now, we had a really, really tough beginning of the year. We lost a loved one, and we turned it into one of the most successful years that we've had. And it's the most successful year that we've had together.
Well, like you said, we lost Joey, and then which was rough. And then, man, like the whole building of the bottom of the race boat was just a blur, right? It was
Yeah, it was.
It was 9 weeks of 18 hours a day.
And you know what I think about is how do any of these other people that take so long to do anything feel like they get, like, how do they feel about things? Because it felt like it took so long, and looking back, it was like, holy shit, we did a lot in a year.
Yeah, we did a lot. I look back at it now and I'm like, oh my God, man, I don't know how we got all that done. And the craziest part is we have more on our plate for this year.
Yeah.
Which is nuts, but that's just part of it.
But we wouldn't want it any other way either.
No, absolutely not. Man, I look forward to getting up in the morning and doing what we got to do.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love the challenge of what we have to do. So that being said, Michigan City was an awesome, awesome week for SDR Powerboats, and also Matt Jaminski, who had never won a race before. We had won a heat race earlier in the year in Lotto as we were getting the right direction. We should have won that race, but we had some issues in the final. I'm glad we didn't win it because it wasn't the time to win, and we wanted to make one more change, and we did. And we went to Michigan City and basically dominated the weekend. Won our heat race, our qualifying race, and won the race in style. Like, honestly, we were never really challenged. It was awesome. And I've been so blessed to win all kinds of cool stuff. And there was nothing like crossing the finish line in something that you had blood, sweat, and tears in, that people said wouldn't work, that people quit on. And now we had a winning boat, and that was really, really neat. And it was even more neat to get Matt his first win, because he's been doing this for a few years and never had that opportunity before. And Ian's going to make fun of me because I'm an old man, but as I get older, it's more fun to get people or see you guys win things for the first time that I can just help with. And that was so cool to see Matt have that, because normal people that watch this, it's hard for you guys to understand that. And when I say normal people, I mean people that don't race for a living, or get to do this on a consistent basis. But winning a race and accomplishing a goal after all the people have tried to kick dirt on your grave or not helped you, when you accomplish that, there's nothing in regular life that can replace that. Been really successful in business. We've had great years, but it's just not the same thing. You know, winning in business is great. You get to provide for your family and do all those things, but winning on the race course is just a completely different feeling.
It really is.
Can you explain it better than I can? Because I'm not doing a great job.
No, but it is hard to explain. Euphoric in a way. You know, you just feel like everybody's looking at you, but you can't see anything, is what the way I feel. So like, I know when we cross the finish line, I know there's thousands of people looking at us. Like, I could feel eyeballs on me, and I can't see any of them.
But the best part for me is when I actually had this conversation with Gary Ballou, and it goes into the other stuff too. Whenever I talk about like the best things that's happened to me in racing, or my favorite days or whatever, most of the time, I would say 90% of those stories are not, I was on the podium getting a first place trophy or a flag. It wasn't that. It was, in this case, crossing the finish line and having the sense of accomplishment because of all the work we've done.
Right.
But it's really not crossing the finish line. Yes, that's what made me have the feeling, because we've accomplished a goal. But what made it feel so good are all those late days and nights here. The fact that you guys are as awesome as you are. And I promised my wife that I wouldn't not do something for her birthday that's been planned for a year, because it was right in the middle of the build.
Yep.
And we scheduled it around it, and you guys came in and filled in on the weekend. Those are all the things that I remember and go through. And it's really... It sounds corny, but it's just a super emotional thing. It's a very personal thing. Everybody says, "Oh, it's just business." It's not personal. Racing is the opposite.
When it becomes an extension of yourself, right? Like our boat is of us, it becomes personal. It is 100% personal.
Yeah, it's about it's more than, yeah. It's not business. It's totally personal.
Yeah. You
know, you spend as much time as we do together doing these things. It just becomes that way, and then you have the added, you know, when you're flying somewhere, and you're flying around a hurricane and all you guys are sleeping, you know, these are all things that we got going on. You know, they trust me enough, or they're lazy enough that they sleep while I'm flying around a hurricane to get home so we can go back to work. And Ian's pressing buttons, which I will allow that breaking news. Ian's about to start his pilot's license. He's going to be a pilot. He's going to be not my second in command, but go ahead, Ian, hit the button.
Oh, can you not hear it?
I got nothing, Ian.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Throw the whole thing out.
Hold on. He's trying to work the board again. He's pushing buttons.
throw it out.
Nope.
That's what it's going to
You
be
don't
like
got
when
it.
he's flying.
So he's supposed to push buttons when he's flying. Hopefully he's better at it, but he's going to become a pilot. But the point is it's all those things that make it really awesome. So Michigan City for me was a great step, and it was a great weekend. We also got fired for our sponsor that weekend, which was actually double good.
That made it better.
Oh, it made it even better. That sponsor was very, very difficult to deal with. And he has a great product, just not easy to deal with. So, and we got an even better sponsor after that immediately with Nautical Ventures that came on for the rest of the year.
Which just tied in the whole family, right?
Oh, yeah.
People
Alex
that we've
and those
dealt
guys
with
are awesome.
for so long, Alex and all of them, and the whole team behind him, and yeah, all real good people. So it's been really cool to have a partnership with them where we can show face publicly and kick it people's ass.
Exactly.
Way better.
So went down to Clearwater, kicked butt there. It was just kind of a small race for us. It wasn't a big class thing. And then we went to Key West, actually prepared for the first time in
That was weird.
the last 4 years.
That was weird. We even sent the boat to a boat show before the race.
Yeah, which was you were fighting with me about. I'm like, got to do what you got to do sometimes. Like, I don't want to do it either, but
Yeah.
but you got to do
But it
what
was
you
for
got
the
to
right
do.
reasons. I just didn't like the idea of the boat sitting in the water for 3 days without anybody around it.
Neither did I, but I think it marinated and got faster because when I brought it back and tested it before I took it to Key West, it was the fastest thing it's ever been. So, and I knew it. And I called Matt that day and I said, if we don't win with this thing, we have not done our job.
Talking about Matt, let's reach out. Let's reach on Matt and Sean's relationship.
Oh, what? I think we're
Dude.
best friends.
Bad influences.
I think we're brothers.
Okay? Bad influences.
Did we just become best friends? I think we became best friends.
No, it's way worse than that. So it's like, the whole thing with if I do it, you'll do it, or vice versa. So, and you guys were putting it together like he was just building on each other. So you wanted the idea of an airstrip. He was going to put a building up because that's what he does. He does construction.
Oh, he's a builder and he has his license in Florida. So obviously,
Woody's was going to
I
bring
know
in
a guy.
food for the place.
yeah. Well, Woody's wants his own because he needs a place to keep all his stuff. I mean, we store his boats on tilt in the shop right here. He has a storage place for his sport chassis that he just put away and gave me the key for today. Like,
Nice.
Jason's basically moved into Florida, more or less.
Yeah.
I mean, he's more of a Fort Myers resident or South Florida resident than Gil is, our other sponsor for Micro Papers. He's always in the Keys working on something.
And he lives in Naples.
And he lives in Naples. So there's that. So, whatever. So, yeah, we're bad influence. But, man.
No, you two specifically are real bad on each other.
Yeah, but I can't tell you how freaking awesome of an experience it was this year to go racing with him.
Being together.
It's just easy.
You guys look like you're having fun, and that's the cool thing. So when I'm not,
it's awesome.
when I'm not helping on the team, I can just see how much fun you guys are having, and that's really cool to see that because I know how much work it's been getting to where we are right now, getting the boat
100%.
where it is, getting the equipment where it is, getting all the little nitty gritty stuff, and I know that the camper worked out properly, the people worked out properly, the tools worked out properly, and then the boat is working. You guys are enjoying yourselves, and it's really cool to see that.
Yeah, and I can't help it. I am, Nick, I'm a self-proclaimed jerk, or as some people say on the internet, a dick.
Still a dick.
Total,
Still a
absolute.
dick.
That guy must know me. So, some of the old people that used to be around that done quit during this, I send them a message every once in a while. It's fun. Because I'll see like a meme, or not a meme, what's it called? Is it not a meme, Ian?
What's
It's all
funny
real.
is-
I see a reel on Instagram that I found funny. You know what I mean? Like, you're a quitting ass bitch. And I just said it to him.
And it's funny that you do it not to like, hey, like, look, check out what I did. You did it. Don't say anything about it.
I
It's
say
just for
nothing.
you.
It's just for me. It's just because I'm like, look, man, like, I'd rather be a dick or an asshole than be a quitter when you look at me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, that's the worst thing you could ever be. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to quit after all that work? I don't get it.
I can't comprehend it.
It's
either.
awesome. Like, it's absolutely amazing.
It did work out for the best, though.
It did. And the famous last words, I just want to go back to winning and having fun. Okay. That's us over here winning and having fun, by the way. Okay. Just over here, right here. Hi. This is the winning and having fun section of the podcast. Okay. Right here. All right. So, however, the winning and having fun section of your podcast is more inverted, but whatever. So, actually, it ties into this. We were just talking about people that quit or whatever. There's a guy, and he will remain nameless. I'm not going to even give him the satisfaction of having his name on the world's biggest.
That's exactly what it is.
The world's biggest boating racing podcast. Okay, not even going to give him the satisfaction. But saw him at the fun run, and I pulled up, and this guy, when we were struggling with the boat and everything else, this guy tried to kick dirt on my grave. Like, I'm talking, he kicked me while I was down. Was instrumental in stealing one of our sponsors. Okay. When he sees me at the run, he goes, man, congratulations, Shaun. It's really awesome the work you've done, what you've accomplished this year. And I just look at him, I go, man, we're just going to be over here working. While you try to kick us when we're down, we'll just keep working. And now that you're going to prop us up while we're on top, we're going to just keep working. The standard is the standard.
You said it just like that?
I said it just like that. I said the standard is the standard. We do it because we love to work and we love the process of doing it, not because we get to win or lose. That's all secondary. It is what it is. And I was really, really forceful about it. And I was probably more dickish than that about it. And I felt bad for the other person that was there because it was uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I actually went and apologized to him after. I said, I'm sorry, I should be better than that. But people that kick me when I'm down, I'm not, you know what I mean? And that I've got to see both sides of it through my life because no matter what, I don't care how successful you are, there's a whole bunch of times when you're down. So I've got to see the same people kick me when I'm down that prop me up when I'm doing good. And those are the people that I don't want in my life. So
You said it the other day. This group is pretty quick at weeding out the negative people,
100%.
and that's a really, really positive thing.
100%. We get it so that we
Correct.
can. So we get it so that we can say, look at the work that we put in as our little group,
And we
and
share
what
it with
what it comes
we
out
share
with.
it with the loved ones and people that deserve, and we can proudly say we're part of a family.
Exactly, 100%. So yeah, it's been a hell of a year, and like you said, it started out really rough,
Yeah.
and we just kept moving forward.
And like I said, we turned into together the most successful year we've had.
And I'll say it this way because it's really true. I told you from before, even when that boat wouldn't turn, or when I went back to Formula One, people would ask me, people that I care about, not you guys, but people that I care about. They're like, "What do you expect to do when you go back?" I go, "I expect to compete for the championship and win. That's what I expect to do." And the race boat, I was like,
With a team that's never won a championship.
never won a championship, but I knew it because I knew what they were, and so I did the interview over there that they use now, and they said, "What do you expect in 2025?" And I said, "I expect to win the championship. That's why I'm leaving my house. That's why I'm getting on a plane for 15 hours. If
Yeah.
I wasn't going to try to win the championship or I didn't think I could, then I'd just stay home. What's the point?" If you could see it, and then you have the courage to say it, right?
Yep.
The courage to speak it and put it out there in the world, man, you can make it happen. You really can. I look back on my year in Formula One, and I cannot explain to you rationally how all that came together. I just knew it would. I just knew it would in my heart. And it doesn't mean I wasn't scared to death, because I was. I was scared to death. I told you guys when I left for the first race, it was around my birthday, so we had a little party at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I got real choked up when I talked to everybody, because I said, I'm leaving for this race, and I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, and I thank you for supporting me in this crazy thing. Because at that moment, I didn't know if I had made the right decision because of all the other things we have going on. You know, and I don't mean this as in like, if I'm gone tomorrow, you guys aren't going to be okay, because you'll be okay. But I still realize that a lot of people depend on me.
I did notice that when you were leaving, you were a little gun shy on hesitant if you were gonna enjoy it. Not you knew you were gonna enjoy it, but if it was really the right decision or not. And you looked at us, and we all looked at each other, and we're like, well, "We got it here. Like, we're good. Like, we promise we're good."
Yeah, I wasn't worried about here at all. Yeah, but when I say make the right decision, you got to realize the last time I had gotten out of that boat at a race, you know,
It was on a stretcher.
It was on a stretcher, and I don't remember none of it. You know,
Yeah.
So, and I was lucky for Ian, because then I was a much nicer person afterwards. But so you don't know if you made the right decision. And my wife, you know, when I came home after that, she's like, I understand you have to do this. I understand you love it, and I understand that this is what I signed up for, because I've done it for as long as I've known you.
Yeah.
But just don't die. I can't do it without you. Well, that's not always in your control.
Correct.
You know, so I go, man, when I asked her if it was all right to come back, and she knew I was talking about it, it just shows her love for me, because she said, look, if I had my choice, no, I don't want you to go back. I don't want that. But I know what it means to you, and I know you don't want it to end that way. So if you need to do it, then I'll support you to do it. And that's real love. It's when you come to me, or Ian comes to me and say, man, I need to do this thing. And I go, well, I don't agree with it, but I'll support you.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick, not to make fun of you, but you've had girlfriends in the past, way before Isabel, that I couldn't freaking stand.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to support you no matter what. And it's the same thing for this. So when I decided to go back, I was like, man, all right, if I'm going back, I got to go all out. And that's why I worked so hard on my fitness and all the other things, because I wanted to win the championship. And we went back and tested. The first time I tested, Nick, man, I got so emotional getting in the boat. I thought that part of my life was over. I thought I would never get to do that again.
Yeah.
And I told the team manager, I was like, if I get a little emotional, just bear with me. I thought this part of my life was over.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat in the boat for the first time again and made a couple laps. And within 3 laps, it felt like home again. So you're like, oh, man. And you remember how awesome it is. So now you're ate up with it again. You're like, oh, geez. Oh, man, this is good.
You got bit again.
And then I love that process there, because when I'm there, it's so different from here. You know, here I run the team. I'm worried about sponsorship. I'm worried about building a boat. I'm worried about all these things, right? My people, all that stuff. There, I'm like a veal. They just move around to drive the boat. Here, drive the boat. Do you need anything? Is the boat okay? Do you want me to move that steering wheel 1 millimeter in? No. It's just a completely different. Well, you were there at the end.
So Ian and I flew to Dubai, and we watched the last race in Sharjah. For the first time, I watched Shaun get into a Formula One boat, and it was magical experience for all of us, the three of us, and Flavia, the four of us. But we experienced the it girl phase.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
The it girl is Shaun, and
What is an it? I don't even know what an it girl is,
Shaun
dog.
walks through. Everybody wants to be his friend. Everybody wants to see what's going on, and then he also has people that just are in charge of him. Right. So like he's got his little, he's got a water guy, he's got a camera guy, he's got an umbrella guy.
Yeah.
And
It's a whole
there's
thing.
Shaun just causing havoc wherever he goes. He's breaking something, flipping the table over upside down over here, walking around naked over there, like just an absolute disaster. He's enjoying himself, and that's what was the most magical part of the experience. Was it was emotional with Flavia standing there and watching the race.
I have a question. Did you see when I was testing, because I've tested very little because we were tested before the race, and you guys were standing by the dock where we were changing props, and when I came in after I had run the first prop, and I was already quickest, and it wasn't even a good one yet, and I came in and I made eye contact with you guys, and I just was like,
Oh, absolutely. It was
did you see that? I was like, oh, this motherfucker's good.
yeah. Did see that.
Yeah.
Did see that. But what was really cool for us was to watch, and it's hard to say this without sounding like an ass, but one of the greatest to ever do it.
Don't say that shit in front of me, man.
Being
From you guys.
Yeah, but no, seriously, like being able to watch one of the greatest to ever do it, and be feeling lucky enough to be alive in that era. And to watch someone at that level of competition, that level of professionalism, and then he climbs out and walks up to us because we're family.
I just wanted you guys
really
there.
was an amazing, magical experience. It really was. But to watch the boat physically go around the course was
it what you expected, by the way? Because you'd never seen it at that level in person. We've seen Tyler race here, and tunnel boats race here, but you got to see it at a high level.
I didn't expect that you were that much higher level than everybody else.
You didn't, right? You thought it was the same game.
No. I knew that I thought everybody else was ridiculously good too, and I'm not saying that they're not, but the level between them and you was totally different. So what I noticed, the boat looked so much more natural when you were driving, meaning you weren't doing step 1 and then step 2 and then step 3. You were doing all of it in one motion, and that was really, really, really natural to see the boat move from position to position, just in qualifying, just in testing, just even the race, the start. You told us what you were going to do, and it was like you were driving a remote control boat from the dock.
So that was the coolest thing about this year, is that because I had so much fun doing it, I wasn't all a stress ball like I used to be. I used to be worried about the engine and worried about this and worried about that and worried about all these things I couldn't control. Because of the situation I was in, and that I've already won all the championships, and I was trying to win another, and I was really happy with the performance of the team and myself, it made me be free and made me just have a good time, right?
And you also said that was the best you've ever felt in a Formula 1 boat.
Oh yeah, because it's like becomes an extension of you.
Yeah.
You know, that thing where they go. I think it was Santa that was talking about it, where everything disappeared in Monaco and he was just driving.
Yeah.
He was just going. That's how it is. Like, I'm 3 corners ahead before. Like in the race, I knew I had a hurt motor, and Aaron was coming, and I was like, all right, well, I can keep him behind me. And I did for a lap, and then I realized, no, he needs to go past Jonas, so I'm just going to let him go. You know what I mean? And all this is going on while shit's falling apart around me. You know what I'm saying?
We were just a ball of anxiety at that point. Just
Yeah.
watching this roller coaster of ups and downs and emotions. It was definitely, we got our money's worth out of that.
So, yeah, but it's just, the fact that I made a small mistake in qualifying and didn't change proposal like I wanted to or should have done. And I finished third, and that's a massive disappointment by 2/10 instead of being on pole like I was. I was quickest all weekend. So that was, that's frustrating. But at the same time, I would have been a mess that night in the past. Like I would have been like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I wasn't. Yeah. I was like, it doesn't matter. Went to the sprint race and dominated the sprint race. Like it was just like.
Well, that brings up like when we were looking up flights to go to this race, you were like, I just really want you guys to be there because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last time I'm ever going to do this. And I'm like, really? Like, that's how you feel? I didn't expect anything different, but I just didn't expect you to say it right then and there.
Well, I just didn't know is what I said.
And I said, well, how do you really feel? And you said, well, that's not really how I feel. I'm really having fun.
Yeah.
I said, then that's awesome. That's what it's all about, obviously. But
Yeah,
I
but
know the level of attention that you bring to it, and for you to say I'm having fun, definitely shows. It was
Well,
really
I
good.
appreciate that, but I also think it gives me an extra edge with everybody else because they're all freaked out and I'm laughing and having a good time because I truly am laughing and having
Yeah,
a
but
good
you remember
time.
that was you too.
But the thing that I'm most proud about this year, and it's not winning the championship, the thing I'm most proud about is the way that I led the team and they believed it. Because I told them from the day I got there that we're going to win a world championship. We will win the championship. If we just do our job, we'll win the championship. We are good enough to do it. You guys are good enough. I saw where I came from. I saw where they were. We're good enough to do it. And you could see them just start to believe. And so I do a thing every year, and I get choked up every year, but I do a thing every year in Sharjah at the last race. I do it before qualifying, always. And I get the team. And when I say the team, all the guys that work on the team. And you saw there's like 15, 17 of those guys that work on the team. And I get them together with the other driver, with Alex, and I let Alex talk also. But basically what I do is I thank them for the season, no matter the outcome, because we trust them with our lives, first of all. They prepare the boats. And I can't tell you how freeing and easy it is, because you race for people too, that when you trust the people that work on your boat, that you can go out and race it and you don't even have a second thought.
Yeah.
It never even crosses your mind that something isn't right. So I thank them for all that and all their hard work. And that no matter the outcome, we are champions already in my mind, because we've done all the work to be there. We're leading the championship. We're doing everything. Now from there, the racing gods can take it away. You know how that works.
It's out of your hands.
You can do everything right and get the result that you don't deserve, but that's just the way it is. So I do that, and I'm proud of the way those guys bought in, because at the end of the day, it's very hard for people in the United States to understand it, but over there, it's just their job. Most of the time, it's just their job. And if they have a bad driver or a driver that doesn't make them feel a certain way and for them to get behind, they're just punching a clock.
Yeah.
And the thing I was most proud of was that they weren't punching a clock. They were hugging me and they were having a good time, and they were bought into what we were doing, and they were doing the extra work and the extra time because it was important to them. So when I see Merville that does all the data start crying and freak out because we won because of what we just accomplished, that's because he's bought in. So I'm most proud of that, is that I gave a belief to a team that had never won a championship before, and we won it first year when we said we could do it. And where it gets sticky now is, do I go back? I don't know. And I still haven't made that decision. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the background. Talking with them, I only signed a 1-year contract on purpose because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So they've made an offer. I've gone back to them and said, well, this is some other stuff that I think needs to be addressed. And so we're talking, and then I'll talk with Flavia, because the part that you said is, yes, I am having fun. But I got back from Jeddah when we dominated the weekend in Jeddah and won the race. And I saw Flavia, I said, how are you doing with this? And she's like, I can't take it. Like, it's really hard for me. I can't watch. And then if I don't watch, I need to watch. And she's like, I just can't take it. And I'm like, that sucks, because it's the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. And then
I'm the least amount of stress I've ever had in my life. And she's the most amount. So you said, well, why wouldn't you continue? It's because I'm not the only one in the equation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to take into account her too. And
that's another thing that I think Ian and I look up to you as the amount of value you bring to everybody in your life, right? So you bring everybody, you make sure that everybody brings their feelings to the table, and you really do look at all of it.
But there's a part, because there's that's the part on the outside that people don't get. People that don't know me see me as the guy that's an asshole, will tell you straight up, yes, we're going to win because we've done the fucking work and we're going to win. And that's arrogant and that's cocky and that's this and that's that. Or I'll just tell you what I think, because I don't want to deal with all the innuendo and the politics and all that stuff. As I always told you and told Ian the same, man, I want to see what you guys be at 30 where I was at 40, because I made a bunch of mistakes and didn't have that support, right? So that's what I'm here to do. That is really what's important to me. It's to take care of my wife, my daughter, bring them up, make sure they can do what they want to do. And then you guys as an extension of me and what we have to do, because we share a passion for here, for racing and for working on this stuff and doing really, really cool stuff. And the fact that I have the wherewithal to make some of these things happen, and then you guys have the skill to execute those things, it doesn't get lost on me what we do and what we have every day. And that's the part, man, I hope that people that are watching this can feel what I get to feel almost every day. Every day when I get to work, I could be so pissed off, and I walk in and Ian will fucking pop off at the mouth at me, and I'll laugh because I know what he's doing. And to have those feelings and get to live that way is more important than anything that I've done on the race course. Now, granted, a lot of that stuff has made all this other stuff possible. I get that.
Yeah.
But what that hasn't done, or what that has done, is teach me how to treat people that I care about and love, and to be honest with them. I want the friend that's going to tell me to my face, talk shit to my face, but defend me behind my back.
Right.
Tell me how I'm fucking up, but defend me when someone says some shit that ain't right.
And that's why we value so much on the family we built here. Not everybody gets that in life. And I know you've been scrutinized on how harsh you are on people sometimes, or just opinion, how hard your opinion is on some things. It's because you got what you really wanted right here.
Well, I have a very, very high standard because you guys have reinforced that standard. And I have that.
And it doesn't just go towards you. It goes the other way around too.
Oh, absolutely. But I have a high standard, period. I have a high standard because I have a wonderful wife that takes care of me and makes sure that she does the right thing. I have you guys. I have Big Ran. I have even the guys in the machine shop. Man, Kobe's come a long way as a kid. Like he's becoming a man. He's actually being accountable. You know, Pablo, who's great. My daughter, who's going to college and doing what she's supposed to do and do her own thing. It's just, it doesn't stop. The amazing people that have come into our lives, even as sponsors, the Alexes of the world, Alex and Max and those guys from Vision. I really feel if you do the right things and you say what you think and you try to be genuine, okay? That might not always be comfortable, by the way. It's not always comfortable. There's been many a times that I've sat with you and said, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, well, how do we fix this? Because this ain't going to work. Or with Ian, I'm like, hey, man, you need help with this, because Ian's the type that keeps everything in because he's a tough guy. He doesn't say anything. So I'll be like, you need something, or do we need to do something here? And it's not always comfortable, but it needs to be spoken about. We need to talk about those things. We need to...
Pure moment, really, really recent. You know, we're watching the fireworks. We're sitting on your V. It's New Year's. Fireworks start. Most incredible fireworks show I've ever seen.
It was incredible.
It's like 26 minutes long, just blowing up the place. And Isabel leans over to me, and she like gives me a little nod and walks away and gives you a hug.
She gives me a hug and says, thank you for what you do for us. And that means a lot coming from her, because she didn't understand us at first, and I know that. And I totally get that, and we can be very intimidating. She came from, she was an outsider coming into our world, right? And it's very intimidating. It really is.
Absolutely. And the relationship that we've built, all of us, means the world to me. I know it means the world to you. I mean, it means the world to all of us. And that's the side of things, of this whole racing thing, of this whole business thing. It's the person side. And obviously it's the most important. But most people get lost in the sauce. Most people try to make too many people happy, and they.
But let's be honest, Nick. I mean, we're the outlier, and I understand that, because there's people all the time that will talk to me as if they're not talking to you. And there's a ton of people that will talk to you as if they're not talking to me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because in everybody else's world, there's always that other thing, right? Mm-hmm. There's always that other thing. They don't understand, like man, it's winning in Key West, for example. Yes, was good personally because I wanted to accomplish that because it was so important to the guy that quit. So I made sure to win.
Was that your first?
No, because I won in 450 with Kabiza.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it was awesome for that reason, because I know what I'm saying to me, it's just another boat race. I've told you that a million times.
Yeah.
But it was important for that reason. But was even cooler was the fact that they're coming to interview me afterwards, and me and Matt's not a big talker. And I told you, don't effing go anywhere. You stay right here because you're getting on, because I want to put you over too. Because how awesome is it I get to put you on there also, because not everybody gets to talk to second place, right?
Right.
You guys usually, you know what I mean? It's only about the guy that won. Nah, not with us.
No, Nick. Stay.
Super Stock World Champions. Tell me how you feel.
On a different world, different planet, I think. Where are we at? Oh man, I'm just so happy to have this guy standing next to me. You know, when you go through a lot of bull, let's say BS, okay? People quit on you, and And people say they just want to have fun and go back to winning. Well, I've won my whole life, but it's a lot of freaking work. And man, I have such a great team behind me. It was so much work. This guy came in. He's a different driver from when we started to right now. He's amazing. And I'm just blessed that we were able to build a boat that's good enough for him to win it. And it's been a lot of work, but STR Powerboats won Key West and Super Stock after one season of development. And we're not done. Nick, my boy, finished second and helped me win it. Come on, come here, Louie. The team Bermuda, excuse me, enough said. Without him getting second, I couldn't win, so I was rooting for him in the front. I'm like, come on, Nick, get him. All right. First weekend together, this guy is a true professional. The team did an amazing job. They had 99% of the work done already. Just 1% to make it work together. True pro right here. I couldn't do it. Oh, man. This guy's an animal. He's an animal. Thank you, US.
No, that ain't the way it works. I was just as proud as you as I was for winning, if not more proud, because I know you were just in that boat, and I know that boat ain't as good as mine.
Well, I remember when I first started here talking about just racing and stuff, and it's obviously all I've wanted to do was boat racing. You know, we were talking about at some point, do you think we're going to race each other? And everybody always thinks it gets messy when you race each other. It's not how it goes here.
Oh.
The idea is just to lock out the grid, and it was so cool to do. The first step was obviously getting the STR boat on the podium and winning, and now
So yeah, that's all the Formula One stuff in that, and I can't believe still that I won it again. I was so happy you guys were there though. That's also the first time. So Jeddah was the first time I got to hear the U.S. national anthem, because this is the first year they started playing so people that don't understand, my license is under the UAE because they want the records. That's what they get for all the money they pay me and the money they spend. So they want the records. So I have a UAE license, but my nationality is obviously I'm American. So in the past, I only heard the UAE national anthem. This year, they started doing the license holders national anthem first, and then your national anthem second. Correct.
That's
so I
cool.
got to hear it in Jeddah. That was the first time, and I sung the whole thing. It was awesome. And then in Sharjah, they played it again, and I got to hear it for the first time as a world champion. So that was really special for me to see my wife there. It's the first time she was at a race to see that. So to see her there and watch, I have the video of her videoing the national anthem, so that was cool. So that was a dream come true. The whole thing was a dream come true, and that's why it's hard in some ways to go back, because it's hard to recreate that. So part of the deal is I'm kind of looking for a why right now. I'm just like, let's see what plays out here. I know for a fact Jonas is on his way to UAE right now. He's going to sign with Abu Dhabi, and he's going to go to Abu Dhabi because they're looking for a shortcut to get back on top, because ever since they decided not to re-sign me, they kind of have been nowhere. Nowhere, mate.
You sucked the wind out of them sails, huh?
Nowhere, mate. And then I showed back up and won the championship. So it's hard to find the why, right? Because it's not the why to race the boat. I love that part. It's the why to get on the airplane. Because even this year, you know how much I struggle with that when it's just time to leave. Once I'm there, I'm good. But time to leave sucks. It's a sense of feeling out of control.
Right.
Because I don't know what's going on. But when I get back and things are running really well, you guys did a great job. So things are running really well. That's fine. We're probably up to now 75, 80% of when I'm here. When we get to 100%, man, I'd be great. But what we really need to be is at 125%, because we have, which actually this is probably a good transition to do. The next step of SDR is starting now, and I have to devote my time, attention, and energy to that to get that off the ground.
Yeah.
So we announced
that's a big baby.
Oh my goodness, it's a big baby, and the baby's half born, and we gotta
and
we gotta do it. So we announced a new pleasure boat. We call it the 40, which is a 4T, and the reason why we call it a 40 is because it's 40 foot long. The reason why we use the number 4 and a T is because one of the key design features is it's a targa. As you know, I've had a Porsche too, so I have a little thing with the Porsche brand. So they make a targa, which is a removable hardtop. This is a retractable hardtop boat that covers the front 4 seats, so you can get out of the weather, heat, whatever. And it's got a bunch of really, really cool features, including steps to walk in the back, stability assist system that I'm having patented right now to help the safety aspect, because we've had a rough couple months when it comes to that. But it's a massive, massive undertaking, and it's been undertaken with Wes, who is our chief creative officer and head designer, and he's part of the company. Wes Jones from MTI fame. He worked there for 17 years. He designed most of the paint jobs you see, did a lot of the design work on the 340, the 390, the 440, the 42V, the 50V. He's just an amazing, amazing designer, and one of the most talented people I've ever met. And besides that, an unbelievably nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, you take some of the most intelligent people in the industry and you put them in the room together and say, what does a luxury performance powerboat have to be for $1 million? Not what it could be, what it should be, or how they could do things
Well,
better.
actually, it's
what does it have to be for $1 million?
It should have all this stuff. Why does it not have this stuff? Why does it not have a stability assist system to help the boat with angle attack over 80 miles an hour? Why don't we have that? Because I say this all the time when I explained it to the party we had we had an event to launch it with 30 customers, and we sold out the first year in production from that event, which is insane.
The first year was about what? A week long?
Yeah, it's insane. So, long story short is, my 1983 air-cooled turbo Porsche is a 930. It's the nickname of that car is the Widowmaker. It's totally analog, 4-speed, big turbo, obviously engine behind the rear wheel. So boost hits. Next thing you know, you're in the ditch, possibly dead. Doesn't make it a bad car. It's an absolutely amazing car. But in the wrong hands or with a bad decision, which we all do because we're people, you can end up in the ditch. My new GT3 RS or my wife's GT3 has torque vectoring for horsepower. I mean, for each wheel, it has traction control. It has DRS. It has all these things so that when you make a bad decision, it stays on the road and sticks to the road and turns, or takes power from the wheel that's spinning and adds it to the other wheel so that it keeps you on the road. So the stability system is going to do that. It's going to go active at 80 miles an hour. It's going to help control the angle of attack of the boat.
Well, we know the marine industry has always been off par.
Meaning?
It's just been always behind the rest of the
when it comes
automotive industries, when it comes to just technology and in the overall machine itself. Mercury Racing's done an awesome job refining their product.
Innovation.
But it's the innovation of the entire product, meaning the boat itself or the machine itself, that it's always been behind.
I mean, a lot of the technology that I'm employing here, other than some of it's digital versus analog, but it's still the same sensors, is from an airplane when I learned to fly that was from the 60s. Okay? Like, it's the same stuff. It's 60, 70 years old.
And it's 2026, and the first boat's going to have it this year. Correct.
So, I mean, it is what it is, but you know what? We're here to push forward. I've taken this on as, this is to me a legacy project. Like, this is the defining project as far as, I mean, even more than the race boat, because we're going to get to have families really enjoy our product, and I want them to enjoy it.
The lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, and then it's a lifestyle, yes, and I want them to continue that lifestyle and have a good time and enjoy themselves and have fun. So we're gonna have a small group of owners in that community feeling of running boats together, and the way we're designing them, the way that Wes has helped design them, they're going to be all these really cool colors and solid colors, and it's just going to be a really neat thing to be able to go on a fun run and look over and see 2 or 3 of the boat that we produced and families having fun in it, and enjoying the weekend and making memories. So that's going to be really cool. There's going to be a whole lot of
familiar families, new families, and all the above. It's going to be really cool to build a lifestyle with a lot of people that we enjoy being around, and customers and clients that have become friends and family. And
I don't know. I think it's way past my dad's bedtime. It's 7:51. But you think we should try to call him, get a Willy Wednesday action going?
Bro, I was just sitting here on the couch.
So, bro.
It is time. Everyone's favorite politically incorrect dad. A man that uses bro more times in a conversation than the. A man that says it was perfectly fine right before it was completely destroyed. Let's call Willy T and get his take.
What parts of me five? What parts of me five? Yo,
you hear me?
Yeah, good thing you know.
Yo, I'm looking for the logo for the MTI sticker. I need to print a sticker. Can you get me the MTI logo?
What's so funny?
That's all right.
What's so funny? Did you already take that fucking thing off or what?
No,
yeah, but listen.
No, it's still on there?
I put the boat. No, I put the boat up on the lift and I covered it up, so I haven't done anything.
What you mean? You went boating all day with Willy Kabisa, and well, you got to be like him. You got to have a V and a cat. Just yours is the same boat.
That shit it's,
all right, so
you can't see it because it's underwater when you're in the water.
So for everybody to understand, my dad scratched his brand new boat that was perfect, and then so we wouldn't
I didn't
see
cut
it.
Shit, bro. It was like that.
He swears the landscapers did it.
Came from.
It wasn't like that. That boat did not have a scratch on it when Chris sold it to you. I know that for a fact.
I know it did, but I don't know where the hell it came. All I did was take it to the keys.
Okay, so you scratched the boat. No one else scratched it. You're the one
But
that...
I did. Dude, I hooked it up in the house. I got it down there. I'm in the gas station. All of a sudden, we saw it.
Let me give you a phrase.
You could have
that-
took out a
Hold
family
on,
of four. I
hold
have no
on.
idea.
Let me give you a phrase that I know because
I
of...
did not take
Let
that
me
in.
give you a phrase that I know because of insurance and lawyers. It was under your
yeah,
care,
yeah.
custody, and control, and it was scratched. So what Willie did in normal Willie fashion to not let us see the scratch because he knows we would give him a hard time is he made a sticker to cover it up because that's what he does. He makes stickers to cover him up. But as I look at this sticker, which I'll put the sticker up, I was like, that sticker's weird. What sticker is
Wait a minute,
that?
Let me guess. This is the podcast.
You're just getting there now?
Swapping lanes, bro.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah.
Welcome to Swapping
Okay.
Lanes. So I can put the picture up, and I'm looking at the pig, and I'm like, man, what is that logo? He's like, it's an MTI logo. I'm like, where did you get it? He's like, the fucking website. I'm like, the website? And then I look at it, and I'm like, wait, hold on. It's a poorly scaled MTIV logo. It's just a effed up MTIV logo.
It's like a bad AI version of MTI
V logo. And he put it on the
No,
side of his
that's
cat.
the actual logo on the website.
Your ass is the actual logo.
Your
on the
ass is a
website.
website.
No,
That's
no,
an
no,
old.
it is.
That's the old MTIV logo from like 2018, and it's not
Well,
scaled.
I pulled up the website and it was there.
And it's not
new
scaled.
one.
And it's not scaled correctly. On top of that, so it looks all cattywampus and not right. So long story short, on his 34 cat, 340 cat, he has the MTI cat sticker that came with it on the hip, on the
Right by
behind
the
the window. And then on the back of the boat, he has an MTIV logo. So we didn't understand that. So we were like, why?
So Willie brings his mislabeled 340 over here, and it's
Correct.
a beautiful boat. It really is, and it runs good, and we had a great time with it.
So I get a text last night. Listen to me. I get a text last night out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm working on the patio like I'm always working on a program or something. Oh, it was right after I trimmed all my trees and stuff that I had to go to Ace.
Now the government's coming out.
I had to go to Ace to get 2 chains because Willie 0 Stars Tropical Lawnmowers on Google didn't bring me chains. He left them in his truck and took them home.
No. I did bring them.
Okay.
Don't put all the blame on me.
Oh, you did bring them, and then what? And then
I
what?
took them out of the truck, and you never asked me. So don't put all the blame on me, okay?
Don't put all the blame on me. I forgot him. Don't put all the blame on me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you forgot to
I
ask me for 'em,
forgot.
too.
I
So
forgot.
I don't want to hear that shit.
So, anyways, I finished trimming all my trees. I was working on the thing. I get a random text, and it's Garrett Armstrong. Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen that guy in freaking
Garrett
50
Armstrong. He used to race 45 with us. I saw him in Sheboygan. I see him every year. We race in Wisconsin. He always comes by and says hi. So he raced 45. He's on the interwebs a lot. He's on the socials a lot. And he sends me a link to a Facebook. He goes, "Is this Willie?" And I go,
It's never good.
oh no. So I click on it, and it's you doing what can only be explained as some sort of dance. And then
Maybe a
wait,
religious-
hold on. And
religious
then,
sacrifice.
if that wasn't disgusting enough, because I mean I can't dance, so I know you can't dance. You know how well actually you might be able to dance because you can't drive a boat worth of shit. I know I can drive a boat good, so I can't dance. You can't do both those things. So
There's
maybe
a
you can
correlation
dance.
there, yeah.
There is a correlation. But at the end of the dance, I think it was a sort of a sexual lewd gesture of a lick of a finger and then something. Is that right or wrong?
No, I would have to look at it again. I don't remember that part.
You don't remember that part?
No, I don't remember that part, man.
We'll put the video up, even though that'll get you more views.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you remember. Yeah, you remember. The internet is written in pen.
No,
I
I
keep
don't
telling you
remember the
this.
licking part.
Yeah, but you're
Oh,
right.
I remember
Wait.
it because I threw up a little bit in my mouth. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but I told you, Willie, that we over here are very concerned that you're going to get canceled, and the problem is you're adjacent to us. And that means we're going to get canceled.
Exactly. Like I said, I got the text, "Is this Willie?" Not you. I get it. Okay? I get the text.
Do you know where we're going with that? Does that make any sense to you?
You just realize that your son is over here trying to build somewhat of a legacy, and you're running around as Willie. You get that, right?
Hey, man, you know, every time somebody tells me, so, you're Shaun's father, I says, okay, that could be good or bad.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Why could it be good or bad?
Because what if the guy don't like you, and all of a sudden,
Are you saying
he
there's
starts
people that don't
giving
like
you
me?
shit?
Not possible. Falsehoods.
Listen, there's people that hate my guts too. So what the fuck's the difference?
Most people hate your guts, Dad. Have you seen your Google reviews for your business?
I don't really give two shits. And you know what? Those are people got nothing better to do, sit on the couch and pick a right reviews.
So guys, Isabel,
How did we get to that?
my mom and I came to Sean's house for Christmas this Christmas, and
Yeah.
Willy was there. So we had an awesome Christmas. We really did. It was actually one of my favorite Christmas we spent. So we're sitting on the couch, and I don't know what Willy did. And Sean looks over and goes, "Man, how did you make it this far in
Yes.
life?"
No. Yeah. Wait. No. Wait. No. We're sitting on the dock. I have the Willy of all Willies. Is his Willy?
Wait. Before we
this
get
is a
there,
Willy
before we
to
get
do a
there.
T.
So he's like, "How did you make it this far in life?" And he goes, "Bro, everyththing's perfectly fine by me."
Yeah. I don't know. Everything's good.
Fuck yeah,
What are you talking about?
But you got to hear this shit.
So
on
we're
the
sitting
dock.
on the dock.
Oh man.
I don't even know what we were doing. We were running a boat or something. I don't remember what
No,
we were
I was
doing.
I think I was uncovering about because you were gonna take
I was taking
Isabel
Isabel for a ride in Turbo.
In Turbo, yeah.
Okay, so anyways, we're on the dock. So my dad looks at me. Willie goes, "Hey, bro, you know that lot across me? He has a house in the Keys."
Oh, I know where you're
Yes,
going.
yeah. So he's like, you know the lot across that Judy owns? Yeah. What about it? It's a corner lot in the Keys across from his. His is a corner lot as well. He goes, "How much do you think they want for that dump? It's completely, there's nothing on it that's good." And I'm like, The Keys nowadays, probably 1.5. He goes, pretty close. How much do they want for it? He goes, $1.5 million. I'm like, what the fuck? I nailed it. And you were like, pretty close.
But
And then I go, "What? That's what I said."
he
And
goes, how much money do you think they want for that piece of shit? Sean does a little math. Yeah, this 1.5.
Ugh.
Oh, fucking close.
Yeah.
No, they want 1.5.
See, the problem was that
So
I heard.
as he says they
1.2.
want 1.5, Sean and I go,
Yeah, look.
"No way, he just said that."
Yeah. No, the problem is not that you thought you heard. The problem is you didn't listen. You ask questions and then don't listen to the answer. You just continue to talk with whatever you think.
Ugh.
That's right or wrong.
Just like that.
So what else is news? Go ahead. What else you want to rip me about?
You
Of
see any
course.
Twinkies lately?
Yeah,
This guy's
what
got
was
an
the
obsession
what
with
was the
Twinkies.
Twinkie thing all about?
Dude, I haven't seen a Twinkie in 20 years. So we stopped at that gas station in that
I tell you?
town going to you.
To me too.
I forget which one of the towns it was. And I'm going to the bathroom and I'm going down the aisle and all of a sudden I see Twinkies. I said, "Holy shit, I haven't seen Twinkies in 20 years." So I bought a little package of Twinkies.
Just
By
what
the
you
way, they
need.
were outrageous.
They were outrageous.
Okay.
You heard them? They were
But it worked out
outrageous.
good because on the way home I put away the Twinkies.
How much were the Twinkies? They couldn't be that much.
Like $3.50, bro.
Oh, it's so
That shit's
expensive.
expensive. I used to buy those things for like 59 cents.
In 1970.
Yeah, but pretty much, yeah.
So you might have
Hang on. So you haven't seen it in 20 years. How long? What year was the last time you saw one? You think?
Bro, a long time ago.
Just give me. You said 20 years. So
Let's put it to this way. Pie in Jersey. That was prior to 75.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
that's
telling
more
you,
than
dude.
20 years.
20
I
years.
thought I'm telling you,
That's
bro.
52 years ago. No, 51.
Not.
It's 50. What?
See, I knew this was going there.
51. It's
Yeah.
51 years ago, Dad. You said prior to 75.
How many?
Okay,
how many
so-
years
Hold
ago
on.
were the
Hold on,
70s?
it's very simple. 75 to 2000. Easy math. 25.
Okay, that's 25.
Then 20.
Yeah. That's here,
2000
that's right.
to 25
That's
is another
49
25.
years.
So that's
Holy
no,
shit.
not 49. It's 2026, asshole.
You just had an epiphany.
Yeah. It's
Bro, time goes
51.
by fast.
And how old are you, Willie?
74.
52.
Ever look back on your childhood and think, how did I make it out of that alive? Well, get ready for a masterclass in questionable parenting. This is Growing Up with Willy, the segment that proves you don't need a safety manual when you've got blind luck and a dad named Willy. I promise every story you're about to hear is completely true, even the parts Willy wishes he could forget. So buckle up, or don't. Willy wouldn't.
I mean, you with fucking shenanigans and tomfoolery. So, top of my list is the moguls, the Black Diamonds. Like you should go skiing with Willy Cabisa. He has a place in Aspen.
Oh,
Go on the Black Diamond,
bro,
with you,
both of them are a couple of pussies,
Bro.
They do a little bunny slopes and shit.
You got to show them what's up.
So they were skiing, and I said, "That's all you guys do?" Yeah, I do. I take it easy. I said, "Bro, me and Shaun used to go flying down that mountain. I did the Black Diamond one time, and I almost died."
Well, once again, this is me, Nick, and Ian being the adult at like 14 years old. 14 years old, we used to take these. So I would plan the lifts out so that we could take like 7 lifts to the top. Ski up Heavenly, all the way to the top. You take all these lifts, and then we would take intermediates and have to sometimes connect with some easies, but intermediates most of the way down. Every once in a while, we could do a small piece of a single Black Diamond, like if it wasn't really mogully or whatever, and we knew it. And so we had this really awesome path, and we going back up, and he's like, "Bro, come on, bro, let's do this something different. Look, we can cut right through this double Black Diamond." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And he's like, "Come on, bro, don't be a pussy. Come on, man." I'm 14. He's 40, And I'm like, "No, I'm good." So then we ski down. We're at the point where the fork is in the road. Where do you go the way we normally go, or do you go down double Black Diamond? "Come on, bro, it ain't shit. Look, it's nothing. Look, it's nothing." I'm like, "I'll tell you what. I'll meet you in the lodge. I'll be with Mom. She hasn't seen us for a while. I'll go down there. I'll meet you there." When I get to the bottom and he's not there, and I tell my mother why I'm alone, she's gonna be like, "Thank you for making an adult decision, and your father's a fucking idiot because how's he gonna leave you alone?" So, anyways, I ski down to the bottom. I see my mom. Exactly what she says. We sit there. I have a hot chocolate. She's reading her book. 30 minutes go by. 40 minutes go by. 45 minutes go by. There's no Willy. I get up because now I'm worried. So I'm going I better go find somebody because like 45 minutes is a long time. Right? I walk towards the doors of the lodge, and I will never forget this as long as I live. Homeboy walks into the lodge. I see him walk in, and he looked like a human snowman. Okay?
Like he got butt fucked by the abominable snowman.
His hat was all fucked up sideways, and there was snow stuffed in it everywhere, and he had a beard back then, a full beard, and the mustache was completely frozen, like frozen.
Like he was out there for 20 years.
Yeah, and I go, "Bro, where the fuck you been?" And what did you say? Bro,
I don't remember.
what did you say? The thing you always said. You go. You put your hand on your head. You go, "Bro, that shit almost killed me." And I go, "What happened?" He goes, "I was doing good. I went down a little bit. Next thing I know, I hit a mogul, and I fucking fell, and then I rolled down the mountain, and I lost one of my skis." And
He never got it back.
No, it took me 30 minutes to crawl back up to get the ski. And then I got the ski back on, and I went 10 feet and crashed again. And then I thought I was going to die in the snow because I was upside down.
Good. Yeah,
Someone probably
was an
saw that and has
experience,
the greatest memory of some guy absolutely eating shit.
Oh, man.
They're telling their family every Christmas, "Yo, one time I went to so-and-so and watched this guy go down 20 yards of a double Black Diamond and annihilate himself."
It was so Willy. 100% confidence, 0% skill. It was amazing. It was amazing. So, yeah.
I'll never forget that as long as I live. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, man.
Oh.